Happy Monday. Welcome to another weekly vlog. I am in the car because we are out the house today getting things done. But first, hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I am a solo mom who is just navigating life and becoming the best version of myself, one vlog at a time. I'm trying to remember to introduce myself, and I feel like I've been doing pretty good. So I just finished a daily vlog. I wanted it to go up on Sunday. However, life with a toddler, that's all I'm gonna say. Life with a toddler. And so it was like 11 o'clock at night and I wasn't done editing. I was like, just gonna post it on Monday. So I need to go home and finish that. But this week I have a lot that I want to accomplish because this is the last full week that I have before going back to work. So I have all this week, and then I have Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday I have to turn myself in for a 9-month sentence. I can't believe we're going back in July this year. We normally go back in like the second week of August, and I am just not here for going to training for 8 straight days. Like, what are we doing in all that time? Because if I looked at the schedule correctly, the time in our classrooms and working on lesson plans is very much limited. So I'm not understanding why we're coming back so early. That is a conversation for another day. Anyways, I'm out, I would say early. It's not that early, it's almost 10. I am at the mall. I'm actually waiting for the store to open up because I finally broke down and got me some glasses, y'all. Finally. And I just got some little cheap ones because I have the hardest time finding frames. Case in point, I tried these on. Everything was perfect in the store. And then I picked them up, went home. They're too big for my face. I don't want to show you my hair because it's a mess under there. And these glasses are dirty, but like, they're cute. They're like my normal style, just like a little bigger because I normally do like rectangle. But see how they loose, and so I'm gonna see if there's a way for her to bring the sides in, like these, make the frame a little bit closer to my face. I know they can like heat them and like bend them, do something. If not, she said that I could like bring them back and like get a different pair. Problem is, I went to VisionWorks. I don't always find glasses I like there. Like, I really have a hard time finding glasses I like, which is one of the reasons I stopped wearing my glasses. And the other was because I told him, like, you know, I don't need glasses, like I can see. And then I had to admit defeat when I kept getting headaches and staring at the screen too long. But this time in my prescription, I did get like blue light in them, and I think I'm gonna get me some shades with the prescription in them at a later date, not right now. But anyway, so I'm waiting for them to open, so I thought I would catch you all up and just kind of tell you where our week is going. I have a lot of things I want to accomplish this week, you guys. So one of them being doing these glasses. I need to return, like, it's little things. I need to return this dress to Walmart and get a small. If you saw the last vlog, I did get some dresses at Walmart just to kind of start the school year off. One, because it's always hot and my classroom never has working air consistently. So I got small and medium. Medium was way too big, so I need to just switch this one out for a small. I want to like finally figure out my patio situation. I did get some curtain rods and curtains, so as soon as those come in, I'm gonna try to figure that out and maybe like figure out a little bit more of the decor. I want to do these big projects because of course I go back to work. I just want to come home and enjoy the patio and not like work on the patio. I also kind of want to revamp my schedule. Oh, thank God the sun went away. It was hot. As far as like posting content, I need to get Cole's like school clothes ready because I shopped, was it like 6 months ago? I don't know, a while back, y'all, when what store was that? Children's Place was like closing down and everything was like 70% off. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I bought clothes in bulk. And like I got some 2T stuff, a bunch of 3T stuff. I need to go through it and see like what he got, because I didn't just get clothes for school, I also got clothes for church, and like undies and all of that. And I need to see what he got, and I need to see what's in that bag because it's been a while, match it with what he has, pull out the too little stuff, especially the stuff that's like summer stuff that I know is too little. Just go ahead and pull it out the way and make sure we got everything for school. I can't do school supplies because there's no list out and it probably won't be out until August, like August 2nd, I think they sent it out last year. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of things on my to-do list that I want to just get done, and this is the week to do it. Cole is at the sitters, so I have time to like get all of these things done. And then I also have to help my mom with a PowerPoint because she has to present. And I know how to do all the animations and stuff, so I need to work on that. And I still need to redo my budget, y'all. I haven't really done it. I've like been looking towards like, I've been kind of looking at it and playing with it, but the thing is, I don't really know how much my check is going to be, and I don't get that check until our contracts. Have our contracts already rolled over? I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to see that check, that money, until September 1st, like August 30th, September 1st. And the check that's coming in at the end of this month is gonna have like all my summer learning money on it, so I can't really gauge that one either. And I'm just gonna save all the summer learning money, put it back into savings, because I've already paid for like all our summer stuff that I normally pay for with that check. I already paid for it all. Besides that, y'all, I'll keep y'all informed on everything we're doing as far as weekly goals and things we're trying to accomplish this week. But yeah, I'm gonna get in here, run to Walmart, and then we're gonna head home and get some work done and some food, because I'm hungry. All right, it's 10, time to go. All right, y'all, so I am back from getting my glasses fixed. They are fixed. I did go to Walmart, exchange it out for a small, so those two things are done. I have my to-do list here. I feel so accomplished when I finish things, and I just grabbed a notebook and started jotting down everything I wanted to do, so I can already mark off 2 things. Already feeling accomplished. I am here with my laptop. I'm about to actually do some work on that PowerPoint for my mom, because I want to just get that out the way, because it's been like looming over my head. But y'all, I checked the mail, and guess what is here finally? So if you have been around for a little bit, you know that I went back to school to get my principal certification, and there was a little mix up because I paid for graduation, but apparently you have to let them know at the graduation office that you paid in a whole other department. Like, they don't communicate. So I kept like waiting, because she's like, give it 6 weeks, give it, and I kept waiting. It slipped my mind. I called, I didn't get a response. I emailed, I didn't get a response. It slipped my mind. Finally, I called and got a hold of somebody. She's like, oh no, you have to call and contact us when you pay. So send me an email and do this and this and this. And I was like, and then she's like, now give it 6 more weeks to mail out. And I was like, oh, for the love of God. But I got it. I'm so excited. It says, Lamar University, Beaumont, Texas, Nicole Yvonne Logan has successfully completed the requirements for the Professional Principal Preparation Program. So I got mine. Finally, I can frame it, and my mom and I can like hold ours together, because she been had hers. I don't know how I managed to get her like all done and like tell her, pay for this, do this. And I missed the disconnect with talking to 2 different departments. I don't know. But that came in the mail, so I'm super excited. There's a bunch of other mail here too, but I care less about this. Like bills, things. If it's not a check, I don't really want it. Water bill, mortgage bill, insurance. I ain't worried about that. But anyways, I'm about to eat. I wanted to do my hair, like let it deep condition while I worked, but I can't start my hair on an empty stomach. So I made me a couple of bagels. I have been so obsessed with this. Look how thin these are. I like bagels, but I don't like really, really thick bagels. And I was walking down the aisle and I was like, I wonder if there's something else I can get. And I saw these bagel thins at H-E-B. Oh my gosh. I have been obsessed. So I put a little butter and Philadelphia cream cheese, but I put the Texas Roadhouse butter and then the plain Philadelphia cream cheese. Obsessed. I gotta buy a napkin over here. I myself a solid hour to work on this. That way I can do this, get some food in my stomach. Then I'm going to probably start on my hair, because I think that's going to take the longest. So yeah, we shall reconvene soon. So it's almost time to go pick up Cole. I managed to wash, I left the deep conditioner on my hair for a while, just rinsed it out. So my hair is washed. I'm gonna let it air dry so I can kind of like not do much blow drying to it later. And my curtains finally came. I need to check. So I got 2 different colors. This one's just beige, and then this one's like biscotti beige or something like that. I just need to see which one matches my chairs more because I just don't want too many colors out there. I'm really thinking this beige one is fine, but I wanted to make sure. So I'm gonna do that before I go get cold. I worked on the PowerPoint a little bit, but I'm waiting for my mom so we can just kind of jazz it up because she had already told me everything to put in it. And honestly, I just got a video up today that took a little time, and then I kind of rested because I'm just feeling so sluggish today. But yeah, I've gotten pretty much a lot done and I managed to rest, so that's always good. But I need to get like some videos done and like get a little bit ahead, which is why I want to do my hair. Y'all, that bread hair mask makes my hair feel so good every time. But let's go see if these match. So here are the 2 colors with like, so you can see like the carpet, the cushions. I think this one's probably going to be the best one, which is just plain beige, and then that's like the biscotti beige, but plain beige on the left, biscotti beige on the right. I think that'll be better. And I can just imagine this, like, Cole was trying to help me. This little tree never stays up, and we try to like weigh it down with rocks, and somehow the wind always knocks it over. So I think we're just gonna relocate that tree and try something else. We need something bigger and heavier out here. It's just not working. But anyways, these will be hanging over here. So yeah, that's like the idea of it all. But before we put these up, the rods aren't here yet. They should be here tomorrow. So before we put these up, I will come out here and like, of course, clean once again. And hopefully this is the last time I have to do a massive cleaning like this. But yeah, I think I like the way that one looks way, way better. So I can just package these up and I'll have to take these back. But I'll let my mom see too and see what she thinks. But I know she'll agree with me. Awesome. Come back. We're trying to figure this out. So this has been up in the cabinet for a while. And y'all remember when I got this tea as a gift and I said I was going to learn how to use this thing? Yeah, we've yet to do that. So Cole and I are going to open this up because we're waiting on my mom and waiting on it to cool off for our walk. And then Cole's going to get something to eat.
What a walk.
We're going to go walk.
Why?
Because we got to go walk.
What do you mean why?
We got to wait for Mimi. You're going to eat?
Mama.
Yes.
Ginger?
You gonna eat?
Mama.
You gonna eat?
No.
Yes.
I'm going to open this.
Okay, hold on. We gotta figure it out.
Oh, Mama. I opened this. Mama. I opened this.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. You want your thing? You want your stool?
Mama.
Definitely gonna have to do a little bit of research.
I'm not on.
Because it's not closed.
Huh?
Because you have the basket out. But we're not air frying anything.
Here.
You took a picture? What are you making?
Mama.
What?
It's up.
Is fill up?
Yeah.
What are you making?
A tea.
You making some tea?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's that?
What is up, you guys? Happy, it's Wednesday. I don't think I picked up the camera yesterday. I don't think I did. So the last 2 days I've had like I call them my self-care days. They were really like mental health days, and I just rested because I just felt kind of like tired. And I was like, you know what? I just want to rest. And I think the pressure of knowing that I have to go back to work next week was just like, girl, rest your body. That's what it was saying. But I also did maintenance. So I did my nails. I'm laughing because I tried press-ons. The press-ons I bought at TJ Maxx a while back. I tried them. Don't look too close. Don't look too close. They look okay. I'm not crazy like about the color, but I wanted to try something new. But it's like this, I don't know how to describe it. Like a, I don't know. You could see. I actually really like them. I so enjoy doing this. So what I did was I gave myself a manicure. I still struggle cleaning up the cuticles, but it wasn't that bad. I struggled on my feet more just because I couldn't reach the way I wanted to. But I gave myself a manicure and a pedicure. I think I did film that. I had already like washed my hair. I styled it today just because I was like, I didn't feel like it. And I thought I was going to get outside and start cleaning. And then I realized I needed to figure out a strategy for how I want to do that. And there's no sense in cleaning until right before I put the curtains up. So I haven't touched outside yet. So I decided to do a me day. And so I took care of myself. I did my hair today. I did some work, like actual, like real work, no YouTube work. I haven't done any YouTube work. And then I actually got an email. It was an email. It was a group message to the department chairs requesting that we come in on Monday, and we're not supposed to be back till Wednesday. So then I really was just like, I'm not doing nothing. But I realized like my to-do list is long. I've been checking off. So, you know, trying out a manicure and a pedicure. I've done manicures and pedicures before, but I've never done my nails like press on. So that was fun. And now I know I can do it. I even shaped them myself because they were more almond and I kind of made them coffin-y. So yeah, that was fun. And then of course I've just been doing things around the house that we need to get done. Kind of like playing secretary for my mom because like all of the leadership teams are doing leadership trainings. And so she might send me something that she wants me to do for her. Kind of like her little mini secretary, I guess. And so I've just been doing that. And so I started on, what did I do today? I started on Cole's clothes. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm also going to work on the patio. I think I'm just going to clean it because I was reading the instructions, Cole, and I played with it last night. I'm going to clean it and put the pieces up where they need to go. And you have to let it sit for 24 hours. So then tomorrow that'll give me time to like clean off the patio, and my mom will be here in the evening to like help me actually hang it because she's going to church tonight, so she's not gonna be able to help me. So I decided that's how far I'll get. But I've been doing Cole's clothes, cleaning them out. And what I'm doing actually is like looking at what I've bought, because I buy things over time. And like if I catch things on sale or, you know, I just buy a little bit at a time. And I buy it a size up. And I thought I was being smart by doing that, but a lot of the 3T stuff from Children's Place that I bought months ago, y'all, if y'all were here, y'all saw that. A lot of the stuff I bought, y'all, is still really big. And so I like laid it out. I'll show it to you in a second. So now I'm going to go through his drawers and his closet and kind of pull the stuff that I know is too small. He still wears some 2Ts depending on the brand of clothes. And he is 4, if you don't know. And so even though he has grown, he hasn't grown like a whole lot. So like he's finally, like the 2T tops are finally too big. I mean, too small. But like the pants and the shorts, some of them are still too big. And so he's like in this in-between place. So let me show you what he currently has as far as like what I've bought over the last 6 months, y'all, because the Children's Place here that closed down a while back when they had that 70% off sale. So anyways, here's what we have. All right, y'all. So here is the stuff that I have out as far as like undergarments. So I got him some t-shirts from Children's Place, of course, when it was like 70% off. And I got 2T, 3T. I was at Diaries discounts one day, and I've been trying to find him some thinner socks just because sometimes it seems like the Nikes and all that are too thick. So like he has some other kind of socks too, but they're really thick. So I just got these. It's 20 pair for $6.99, and it has like gray, white, and black, which I love. These are actually from Children's Place, the package I just opened, so I can wash them. It came 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pair. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 pair. I still got him 2T, 3T, because he's so tiny, y'all. Like those still fit. So those are some undies I got him. I think he might need one more pair just because he's had the Baby Shark ones for a long time. They're starting to fade and kind of just, you know, over time you just need new ones. So anyways, then I found these shoes at Ross. I think I'm going to go to the Ross in the town where I work and see if I can find white, because they didn't have white in his size. Like I said, I've gone up a size, so these are 7s, but I just thought these were so cute, y'all, and they were only $19.99. And if you know, I don't buy whole like name brand shoes from the store, like a actual shoe store, unless they are on sale, just because he scuffs up his shoes so bad. So anyways, these are Levi's. I thought they were so cute. I want him to have, so my plan when I'm getting him ready for school, I like to get things and like match up what he has to make sure things go together. And so I typically get him a pair of black shoes, white shoes, maybe one fun pair, and then I would like him to have some like navy blue shoes and khaki. Like those are the 4 colors he typically wears all the time. It just, you know, boy clothes, that's the kind of colors that typically happen. So I want to find another pair of those shoes and 7s white, because the 6s were almost like perfect, like his toe was almost up there, so I'd rather just get 7s. And yeah, so I need to find him a pair of white shoes and navy shoes, and then I'll kind of feel comfortable. But then I found these pair at Burlington, y'all, and I thought they were just so cute. They look so like big boyish, little Nikes, and so I got those. And so I think I'm still going to keep them both, just because, you know, you can never have too many black pair of shoes, I'm just saying. But these have like black and gold, so it's not just plain black. So yeah, he just needs 2 more pair of shoes and we are good. And then these, I kind of categorize these as like more like his church stuff, but he can definitely wear these to school. But I got quite a few of these. These are really big on him, but I got like a blue one and a red one that he's already had to wear at church for Youth Day. These also came from Children's Place, so really all of these came from Children's Place, and I figured it would be nice to have tops like this for dress up days at school and for church. So yeah, he's got plenty of these. I was so glad I caught that sale, y'all. And some long sleeves. The long sleeves are really big. I don't know if he's gonna be able to fit these by winter. Like, oh my God, they're so big. But I got him 3 of these different colors. So that is like school / church. And then I ended up getting him this jean jacket, a couple of long sleeves, again in 3T, but maybe by winter, maybe, just maybe, by winter, he'll be able to fit it. This one actually came from Ross. I just thought it was cute. Maybe put it with some black pants or black sweats. A bunch of short sleeves, because actually all of his tops, like I said, the 2Ts are actually starting to get too little, which is really shocking. Like maybe his torso is longer. But as you can see, like I try to find stuff on clearance. So this is stuff I've bought over time, y'all. Like this did not happen all at once. I will just go to the store, see these came from Children's Place, Ross. And I like Ross and like Burlington. Sometimes TJ Maxx, not really a whole lot, but Ross, Burlington. Where else do I go for him? Mostly Ross and Burlington have like the cutest little stuff. But as you can see, like their prices are always so nice. So even if they're not on clearance, I still get good deals. This one I actually found a pair of shorts. This is a 2T, but it was really big, and I compared it to the 3Ts, and again on sale. I found some shorts this color, close to this color, in the store, y'all. It was so cute. But I'm actually gonna see, like, if he has a lot of similar shirts, I am gonna take these back. But like between me and my mom, we are always just like, if we catch a good sale, we'll just pick them up. And then of course another sale. I try to get him some fun ones and like some big boy looking school ones, but as you can see, he has like a lot of stuff with blue. And yes, he can wear white tennis shoes, so if I only find white tennis shoes, that is okay. But I just like to have at least 4 reliable pair of shoes for the school year. So anyways, that's the t-shirts. And then he has a couple of shorts. So most of these shorts are 3T. This pair right here is 2T. That's the one I got to go with that cute little shirt. And then a couple of these, like, I call them big boy shorts. Like, they just look like such big boys. And it's a combination of Diaries and Ross. So I got him just a few because it's not going to stay cold for long. And the good thing about it is by the time he's able to wear this again in the spring and summer, they'll still fit because they're, of course, too big right now. And then a plethora of pants, mostly from Children's Place. Y'all, look how big the 3Ts are. Like, these are going to be so big on him, and I'm kind of hoping they shrink just a little. But I did get him a blend of ones for church and for school. So these he already had. I pulled them out to compare with the 3Ts, because here's a pair. I think I got these at Ross last year, but here's the 3T, y'all. This is why I'm so nervous about the 3Ts, because look how much bigger they are, and he can still fit these 2Ts. Like, they're just a little bit tight now, but I can't imagine him being able to fit these. A pair of jeans. These are his old jeans. Again, I pulled a couple of pairs that he fits right now, but like, these two are high waters now, so I use these to compare to the 3Ts, y'all. Oh my gosh, they're just so big. So he's like in this in-between spot. And then I just found these at Ross the other day, so I'm kind of hoping, let's look. Kind of hoping like they're not too big, but look at that, y'all. Like 3T and 2T, the difference is crazy. So anyways, that's all the stuff between me and my mom that we have purchased for school. I'm not buying any more clothes. I'm actually so here's what I do. I match up outfits. So I'll put like, oh, this shirt can go with this, or these pants go with this, and try to like make multiple outfits out of like a couple of pieces. And then we end up taking the rest back. So we're not going to keep all of this. If we do, it's only because when I clean out, he literally just has no more shirts. But I think like half of these will end up going back. Now, of course, the Children's Place ones I can't take back. The store closed down and I got good deals. But like some of the stuff from Ross, I really don't think I need all those. But I like to just get the stuff, figure it out. Now, I know you can't return after 30 days, but they will give you a store credit as long as you have the receipt and the tags on the clothes, which I do. So I keep all my receipts. The tags are still on the clothes. He has not worn them. But yeah, so what I'm doing now is, I like barely started, y'all, barely. Going through and like pulling out his tops and stuff. See, like this I bought for the school year last year, and it was actually too big. It was a 3T, and he managed not to get it 30. And these, I believe, are the shorts that came with, oh no. See, it's so weird. Okay, so these shorts came with another shirt. The shirt is way too small now. These are 12 months, and they're like still fit him really well. So like I would pair these two together and then see if like his blue shorts in there could also go with this. So see, like that's an outfit already that I don't even have to purchase. Like, well, the blue shorts I purchased, stuff like that. I think this is a 2T. It's getting a little tight, so this can be like play clothes too. This is what went with this. This shirt is a size 2T, but it's on the bigger side of 2Ts, so he can still fit that. These shorts I actually had just bought over the summer. They are what size are these? These are 3Ts because I bought him this outfit for Juneteenth. And then like these shorts have a stain, and so I'm just gonna like take these out. This is a shirt that's too little, so I'm gonna do that with all of his clothes. And then we'll get to outside. Hopefully this doesn't take me too long. I don't have an actual plan on how I'm going to do this, besides I know where I want to place them, but I also need to see actually how long these curtains are. I measured everything ahead of time, but you know when you get stuff, sometimes stuff ain't right. So let me check this out. All right, so they're pretty long. The goal is to make sure that they at least cover this part, so like there's no dirt getting in, because of course you can see this is where like all the dirt comes in. They definitely go all the way down, but depending on how high I put them up there is going to determine like how long they actually are. So what I'm thinking is, what I'm actually going to do is like put 3 straight across, like 1 here, 1 in the middle, 1 at the end, and then if it's too heavy, I'm gonna add some extra ones if I feel like it's gonna be too heavy. So like where the posts are would be where another bracket would go, and I think I might just do it just because. The reason kind of thinking like that is because the bracket that came with the pole came with a pole that goes like all the way halfway, like it's really long, and it came with 3 brackets. And so I figured if I open 2 of the, I bought 3 poles, if I open 2 of them, then that would be enough to like go all the way across, make sure there's enough support and it's not too heavy. And then instead of using the poles individually, they're all the same brand, they all come together. So I'm going to just make 1 long pole. Instead of, my original plan was to have 3 different sections, I'm going to have 2 sections. So 1 long pole and then 1 pole on that side wall. And the curtains are really, really long. I do want a second opinion, but that's what I'm thinking. So placing them is actually going to be easier than I thought. I'm not going to have to do any real measuring, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it at the very edge of like the ceiling, like right before the actual screened in part starts, like above that bar. I'm thinking where I'm going to put it. I'll be back. So we're taking a quick break from all the things that we're doing. I'm about to eat me a little pot pie, but y'all, I have had to stay off of Facebook really most of this week. Like the news about Malcolm Jamal Warner, y'all, I am in disbelief. Like I first saw it and I was like, why would somebody post his picture like this trying to honor him but making it look like he died? And then I realized, like, as I kept scrolling, that it was real. And I was like, what in the world? Like, I think the past maybe 3 days. Yeah, I think it's been 3 days. I've just been in disbelief. Like, I've refused to get on Facebook. I refused to get on social media. I did make a post on my Instagram stories, but even then, I couldn't even put rest in peace because I was in utter disbelief. And that is what I put. I was like, it doesn't feel real. Like, it seems so crazy that you can't even fathom, like, he was just trying to enjoy himself in the water and drown. Like, and then of course, you know, like, you have to get all of the fake stories or the incomplete stories before you get the full story. And so now today it looks like his daughter was with him. And I'm like, dang, now how even more heartbreaking is that for her to know that, like, he saved her, if that was actually the case, which that was like the last thing I read. It's like they were both out there and basically she was saved and he wasn't. And it's just like, she has to live with that. And even if that wasn't the case, she has to live with knowing that's the last way she saw it. Like, God, I hate talking about sad stuff. It took me a while to talk about the flooding that happened, and I still haven't really talked about it because it was a lot. And to see then people like having all these conspiracy theories around it was kind of annoying, because there were a lot of people from here that were vacationing there, a lot of teachers and families. We even lost an officer they were just vacationing there, and never made it back. I also have one of my aunts, her nephew on their side was on his way to work and died. And so it's just so much has been happening, and it's been hard for me to vlog because I don't want to focus on that stuff and bring more attention to it, but I also don't want to like brush over it and make it seem like I don't want to talk about it or I'm aloof and I'm in my own little world. Tough things really, really hit me, and it takes me a minute to process them. And I don't know, especially when they hit close to home. Like, my biggest fear, especially with being Cole's only parent, is something happening to me and leaving him young. That is my biggest fear. If you ask me what I'm afraid of, it's not being around to watch him grow up, not being around to take care of him, which is why I'm really big on Village, because if something happens to me, I know he's okay, but it still breaks my heart to think like what life would be like. Ugh. Anyways, I just need to interject because I finally decided to get back on Facebook, which I think it's another reason why it's so hard for me to be on Instagram and be on TikTok and be on like the social media platforms that are more like really, I'm gonna say more social, because like YouTube is a little bit different, you know, because then I see all the sad things and it makes me sad, or I see all the things like that make me not feel as confident, or you know, and I hate to see it. But also I want to bring light to those spaces, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyways, I said all that to say I finally got back on Instagram and YouTube, and like I finally got back on Instagram and Facebook, and a lot of the messages pouring in are so sweet, and it's just like, dang, like that's all I can think. Dang. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna take a break. I'm waiting for my mom to call me so I can show her the 2 different heights and see what she thinks. Hopefully she can see over FaceTime because she won't be here until late tonight. And then if she like kind of is thinking like I'm thinking, then I'm gonna go ahead and put those brackets up and then leave them until tomorrow night, so they can sit for 24 hours. And I've also taken a break on Cole's clothes. I cleaned out all of his drawers. I cleaned out the closet. There's some pants that are like on the fence, lots of them, and I need him here to try on some of that stuff. But for the most part, his clothes are done. I'm not going to just put everything back and decide on what I'm taking back, because I realize he has some shorts that he could still fit that are kind of like these shorts that I got. Hold on. Like, he still has shorts like this that he can fit. Oh, dang. These are the children's place ones. Okay, I can't take these back. But, no, they're all different colors. We'll decide. But anyways, I just wanted to take a minute to just touch on that, because I did say in the last vlog that I would touch more on why I haven't been very vocal about the floods. And honestly, it's heartbreaking, because I can't imagine sending my baby off to camp and them not returning. I can't imagine what those parents are going through. But then it also kind of hit close to home, because people we know from here didn't make it back. Y'all, it is raining out of nowhere. What? It was not supposed to rain. I'm so glad I didn't clean out there, because I would have been cleaning up again. It just started raining. But anyways, that's that. I guess I'm just gonna wait for my mom to call me and figure out how long it's gonna be raining. Yeah. All right, y'all, hairs up so y'all know what that means. I've given up, but I got some stuff done. So I didn't show y'all, but I'll show y'all tomorrow, because I filmed vertically for my Amazon storefront. So anyways, and for LTK, I filmed vertically, but I put the hooks across the brackets, I guess you call them brackets across, and I kind of played with the rods. I'm pointing right here because I put 2 different sides. Here, I'll show you. I put, if you can see back there, I put 2 different sizes. Like, I put different amounts of rods together just to kind of get a feel for how many I need in each space out there. So I was playing with that. I've already gone through all of Cole's clothes and tried some clothes on. He and my mom were here, but they left. He went to church while I kind of like finish up here. So I'm like multitasking and making us some more tea, y'all. It was so good. Cole was so proud of his tea. I don't think we made it strong enough, so I upped the strength on the tea maker to see, and I hear it. I think it's done. So I'm done. Y'all, so I just got off the phone with my boss. And it's crazy. She told me she wanted to call me. I knew what the call was about. Or at least I thought I knew. So I knew that the call was about taking one of my paras because I'm the only campus staff with all 3 paras. Problem with that is I've never actually kept all 3 paras on campus full time each year because I'm always sharing my paras. And my first year, it was literally me and 1 para covering 3 grade levels. And it was a year that I never want to repeat. So because I have 3, they're asking to take 1. And I've kind of mentally prepared myself for this, which is why I'm also draining going back to work. Because the thing about it is I have a leadership role for the whole department, and then of my little deaf ed department, I'm also the lead teacher. So it's a lot to try to teach and be the interpreter, which means sometimes I can't teach. I have to be in an interpreter role. And it's a little bit frustrating. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm getting experience on my hands still so that I can pass my test. That's how I look at it. So I knew that call was coming and I was like mentally prepared for it. And I was like, okay. Like I'm going to be short someone this year. Okay. I had already just got my mind wrapped around it. But she also went into asking me about my principal certification and if I was finished and was I trying to move up, because she wanted to help me with that. And I was like, huh? So I have been putting off moving up. As you know, I went to school to get my principal certification, but I have not done the testing. And I put it off for a whole year because I was scared to move up when the job came open. I did not feel like I was prepared enough for that role, especially with my mentor retiring before she was actually able to mentor me, because I had to be in my teacher role. So I could not be under her like I wanted to be. And because of the way the program worked, my mentor had to be my campus principal. So I didn't get to actually learn the job that I wanted. I learned the job of a campus principal, but you still have to have that certification to be a director. And so I was like, no, I'm not ready. And so I never applied. A friend of mine applied that I worked with, and the other lady got it. And I kind of had a feeling like, I made the right decision, but now I feel like I made the right decision because she wants to enroll me into something that will prepare me for the position. And she wants to pay for it. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, I'm still scared to move up. 1, because it is a lot of work. And then it is a higher role, which means I have more days to work. So I don't have my whole summers like I normally do, which I normally work summer learning. So it's kind of like the same schedule as if I'm working summer learning. I would be in-house with my mom, so that would be crazy. And then, I don't know, Cole's young, but he will be, he's in school now, so we have the same schedule. So that helps. But the thought of moving up scares me. And then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I second guess myself all the time. And I've been watching my mom in her role, and everything she's doing is what Like, I already know what to do. Like, she'll say something, I'm like, oh, you just need to do this, or you need to contact it. And so I think the leadership role I'm in right now at the campus level has helped prepare me more than I thought. And I didn't know anything about that role when I stepped in. And so I think that my scaredness, my hesitancy is holding me back from really seeing my full potential. And that's in all areas. Even with YouTube, y'all. I like second guess myself all the time. I don't go for things because I'm scared. I didn't end up doing the collab with the brand because I was so nervous. And I'm like, what are you scared of? Like, I don't know. But it was just crazy that she called, and I really just wanted to talk to you about that. Anyway, so I ran a couple of errands this morning. My day is going to be pretty chill. I'm going to clean off the back patio. I'm going to run to the next town and try to find Cole's shoes so I can finish him off completely. I did do some returns, so that's what I ended up doing. I took him to the sitter, did the returns, came back home. I made me a salad, and then right before I could eat it, she called. So I've been on the phone with her for like the past 45 minutes. And then, what else? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to clean off the patio and kind of get that all together, but I'm going to clean it like closer to time that I'm going to put the curtains up, because I know another random storm will come through again, because the clouds have just been looking really weird, and blow the dust back in. And I want to clean it, put the curtains up immediately so no dust can get in and we can enjoy it tonight and this weekend. And then that's like kind of my day. Like, I'm done. I'm going to plan tomorrow to be like a content day. And then we're just going to like get mentally prepared for next week, because I have to go back to work. It's so crazy. And I'm probably going to end up working before I have to go to work, because I got to make a new schedule now that I'm losing a para. That's where we're at. We did our returns we needed to do. We returned the curtains as well as some of Cole's stuff. So, and I put all his stuff up. Everything's in the closet. So yeah, I've been very productive this week. Y'all haven't seen a lot of it, but I've been very productive this week. I didn't feel like putting makeup on today, so that hindered me from doing any content. But yeah, I shall see y'all later. Good morning, guys. I feel like I look so crazy. Let's get ourselves together. I don't know if y'all can tell by like this angle. I need to see. Hold on. I'm trying to get me a little setup going here so that one, this corner is not so dark. So that's one. Actually, let me see something. I bet this is not going to work. No. Because like if I put it here, then it's like not so dark. But I have it here. I just need something else like tall here. Anyway, so I am trying out a product that I bought. This isn't like only gonna be light from one side, but that is okay. So I'm trying out a product that I bought for my DJI to have y'all like magnetically stick places to make filming in these tight spaces easier. You know, have y'all like magnetically clipped to the mirror, and I love it. Problem is, so I put it on the station where like all my makeup is, because I don't want this magnetic piece stuck to the mirror that I use consistently. And like when my grandparents come, I don't want it to be like black magnet in the middle of my mirror. So I put it on this mirror, so like when I do my skincare and stuff, I guess I can just come to this mirror with you all, so I can be like hands-free. I could also like, you know, use a tripod, but there's such little bit of space, and like this is like flat on and it's perfect, and I don't have to worry about like a tripod. Problem is, whoo, y'all are a pass. I'm gonna have to come up. Which is quite alright because I have a big chair right here, like a chair that goes up and down. Anyway, so today is a content day for me. I'm taking a break from house stuff because I didn't have enough curtains, and it started storming like crazy last night, but thankfully the curtains stayed up pretty well. So I didn't think it all the way through. I had a couple of mishaps. So one, the rod was too long or too short, so I had to like add an extra bracket to like make it you know, fit right. And then the other thing is I didn't think the brackets through, so when you put the extra 2 brackets in the middle, it keeps you from being able to slide the curtains all the way over. So I have to put like so many curtains per section to like fill it up, which is fine. It's not a big deal because I want to make sure that everything is like sturdy, you know. So anyways, I am waiting on more curtains to come, but so far like I'm really liking it. I like the vibe and the feel that it has out there, and it did not look like a whole lot of dirt and dust got in last night in the areas where I did put the curtains. The last issue is, I kind of knew this going in, but I didn't know how I was going to like address it, is that the curtains fly up at the bottom, because we originally stated like we would put like the shower curtain idea from frame to frame so that it just stuck like top and bottom curtain rods, so it kind of like ballooned, if you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, no, because then like it'll be hard to like ever open them, like you always have to take them off that bottom rod. So I didn't want to do that, but now I have to figure out a way to keep the curtains down. So I was thinking about getting like magnets. If you're a teacher, you know those like, well, even if you're not a teacher, you know those like magnetic light covers that we use in the classrooms. It's kind of like that idea. So I'm gonna have to find some magnets. So that's one thing I'm gonna have to get out and do today outside of the house. But I figured I'd make it like a content day because I really have not been doing much content at all. I've just been kind of chilling and trying to like revamp my mind and figure out what I really want as far as how I want to do my content. So yeah, I think now this corner is like too bright. Let me see, let's add some warmth. Nope, that might be good. I don't know, I can't really see because it feels like way too bright now. That's good. So anyways, I'm just trying to like lay down my edges with this pattern edge control. I don't really want to do too much to my hair because Sunday I'm gonna do it fresh. I was gonna try to do the boho twist again, y'all, and I gave up on the parting because I let it like air dry. So it's harder for me to do my hair when it is dry unless it's like blow dried, and I don't want to blow dry. Like I want a style and something I can do that's like gonna be like the minimum manipulation and minimal heat. So I think I'm gonna try it when I wash my hair, but it's gonna be like on wet hair. So the problem with that is it's going to most likely shrink up, but I'm thinking of using that cream that I'm like obsessed with right now and see if that kind of helps me stretch it. And then of course I'm sure it'll stretch over time. All right, pull this out the way and I'll finish that after we do some makeup. I think it's like maybe 10 o'clock. I think it's like 10 o'clock. I've been up for a while. And I did a post on LTK, took Cole to the sitter, did a load of laundry, ran and did a return for my mom because she did find Cole some blue shoes, but she bought a whole bunch and I was like, no, we do not need all of these. We still haven't found any white ones, but it's not the end of the world. And then what else did I do? Oh, I did a little research on this mount. It took me a little while to figure out that the extra pieces were adhesive stickies to put places. And then I like looked over a little bit of what I want to film today. So yeah, I have done a lot today, y'all, but I think I'm just going to do some very soft, simple makeup, like legit 10 minutes, and move on so I can get busy, because the more time it takes me to like get myself going and actually film, the more I don't want to do it. Like vlogging is different. I just do my normal activities, but like sit down videos is like mentally draining. I have to think about what I want to say, make sure I hit all my points. And so, yeah, if it takes me too long to get to the point of recording, then I just no longer want to record. And then I think, I don't know, probably not in this vlog, because I want to get Cole done first. They said we can find the pre-K4 school list just out, but the thing is, his teacher specifically said something about the list that she wanted, and so I thought the school would be sending out a list again like they did last year. But if it's just the normal pre-K4 list, then I think I'm just going to go with that. I actually was gonna, let me call the school. Hold please.
Education, how can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I had a question. Is the pre-K supply list already out? Do you know?
Yes, ma'am. It's on the, as soon as you open the screen changes, it'll be right there.
Oh, perfect.
Or you can even go to the students and parents.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, she said it was up. I kept checking our website because our principal messaged us, and like, of course, middle school's a little bit different, but she was like, don't put a bunch of stuff on the school supply list. We have supplies, and like, it has to, the department chairs, us, have to approve the list. And so I was thinking like, none of the schools had their list out, but the reality is some of us, I think what it is like middle school is just different. Middle school and high school is a different beast. And like when they get there, we give them the list of what they need. Because, you know, they have so many different classes and they switch classes. You know, it's not just one teacher all day. So anyways, I'm probably going to speed this up so that I can hurry. Because if I keep talking to y'all, I feel like I could never get my eyebrows to look like sisters. Go see that? Like, I want to get me some more press-on nails. I actually really have been enjoying these press-on nails. They're holding up. I got these just from TJ Maxx because I just wanted to buy like some cheaper ones to start out with. And actually I saw some Kiss ones for like $4.99. And I think like Ulta, they're normally like $9.99, $8.99. So that's like a good deal, but I don't really feel like going through TJ Maxx or something like that, or Marshalls, and like searching for the style I want. I'd rather just go where I know everything's in stock. But the thing about it is I really need to get some that I can sign in. So the reason I don't really get my nails done a lot anyways, and like
you know, acrylic and all of that is because I like to have a little length, and I like to add a little color. And with signing and interpreting, you're supposed to have like neutral colors on your nails, and you know, nails that aren't distracting and too long. And like one of the complaints from my mentor at a convention that I volunteered at was that my nails made a lot of noise when I would do certain signs. And so I kind of like stopped wearing nails, which helped me budget drastically because like I stopped getting them done. But I miss having decent looking nails. So I'm gonna try to find some that are like really short, because like I practiced with these and they're not bad. So what I used to do with the nail salon when they were doing my nails, I would say cut them short, and they would cut them and I would go. And if I could not do this without like the nails hitting far out, then I would tell them like cut them down more, and then I would practice like my ABCs. And then if I feel like I can do, then I'm okay with the length. And like this length is okay. Like it's not too bad, but I like fixed them because they were actually very long. So I'd rather just find some that aren't too long. Maybe a couple of like square shaped, maybe a couple of coffin that are like shorter. And then that'll get me set for like, you know, the first month of school. Because once you hit the ground running, girl. I even looked at the calendar and I have testing on my birthday. I was actually going to take off. And there's testing. You're not allowed to take off during testing. So that's out. Cole broke my fan. Alright, let's go get some filming done.
I was so proud of myself. So very proud of myself. And then I came out here to this. 1, 2, 3 brackets filled in. Great.